Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color.
I keep thinking that people just are not gonna believe us until we're hung out there, but then even then I feel like they'll be like, oh no.
Traveled to Africa last year.
I did.
And you changed your eye color to gray. Now
I'm going to tell you guys right now, this is why that town is being built. This is exactly why Return to the Land exists, because people are tired of the emotional blackmail from the woke mob. And I'm just going to put it out there. If you're going to call white people racist, be honest, they are reacting to behavior. They're reacting to how a certain group of people tend to act. Everybody in this country can be loud, proud, and unapologetic unless you're white. In a country that's majority white, might I add, that is a double standard. People are over the fake outrage. They're sick of seeing whiteness treated like a crime while everyone else gets celebrated like royalty. And this whole meltdown over Sydney Sweeney and American Eagle, it proves my point. What am I talking about? You know what? Just take a listen.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has her genes. Sydney Sweeney has her genes.
So let me get this straight. This is what you guys are upset about. This is what all the hype is about. A blonde hair, blue-eyed girl in jeans. That is the crisis. Now, can we be effing for real? People in the Black community, especially, are acting like American Eagle owes them some type of reparations, as if the average Black American woman is walking around in American Eagle jeans. This is actually pretty comical. Like, how many pair of jeans do you guys own? Because the fake outrage over a brand that you guys do not support is pathetic. And honestly, stuff like this makes me want to go spend my money at American Eagle just to say thank you for not bowing down to this woke mob, this cancel culture, because this is quite ridiculous if you ask me. White people aren't doing anything to you. They're just existing in a country that now shames them for being white. But no, that's not enough. You want every band, you want every campaign, every billboard to revolve around you, or else it's a problem. And that is not a us thing. That is an insecurity thing. It screams envy. It screams I hate myself. And you don't have to tear other people down to feel valid. And if you do, that's a you problem. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I am Carmen Jaycee. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a super thanks, or click the buy me a coffee link below if you want to support the channel. Now let's get into what the hell is going on. Now, I would imagine that Black women wouldn't have anything to say about what American Eagle is doing, because that would actually be not just wild, it would be pathetic, okay? Because let's not act like the Black community haven't already embarrassed ourselves in stores that weren't checking for us anyways. People wonder why brands are no longer marketing towards a certain demographic, why they're pulling back, why they're quietly saying, no, thank you, behind closed doors. In case you forgot, let me jog your memory. Let's go ahead and take a look at these Black queens in Lululemon. Take a listen. Now, with that level of disrespect for any brand, why would anyone in their right mind want to market towards you? Like, Why would they want you in their clothes when you act like strippers and street trash inside of their stores? Let's be honest, you don't elevate the brand, you drag it down, you make it look cheap, you bring the nastiest energy to these companies, and then have the nerve to cry about not being represented in a campaign? Hmm. When you put something on and behave like this, the value drops, okay? And nobody wants to associate themselves with dysfunction and filth. And unfortunately, that's exactly what too many of y'all are out here showcased and while wearing these brands. So no, American Eagle doesn't owe you a goddamn thing. In fact, they should be praised for not bowing down to this performative outrage. And if that hurts your feelings, well, good. Because this fake victimhood, stripper culture, attention-seeking mindset is the reason you're not being marketed to. You made the brand look bad. You did that and not them. And I'm just going to tell you how it is, plain and simple. You don't bring value to anything. White women bring value to these brands. That's why they're being marketed to. And no, it is not about race. It is about behavior. I feel like I'm a freaking robot just saying the same thing, mimicking the same thing. It's not about race. It's about behavior. It's about the difference in how certain groups carry themselves. You put white women anywhere in the world, they will elevate the space. And that is just the truth. They bring value, they bring image, they bring influence, and that doesn't revolve around ass shaking in a retail store, unfortunately. You drop a group of white women in the middle of Chicago on any block, and I guarantee you the property value goes up. You can't say that about black women, though. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. It's cold. It's hard. I get it. Okay? Because the culture is completely broken. The behavior is reckless, and brands aren't going to invest in chaos. They're looking to protect their image. Now, about 10 years ago, give or take, the rapper T.I., Crime Stoppers T.I., his wife, Tiny, went and surgically changed her eye color. Not contact lenses. She literally flew overseas to have a procedure done to make her eyes like a light, icy gray color, which is like a between a gray and like a blue. She actually did that, but don't take my word for it. Go ahead and take a listen to her explain it herself. Take a listen.
You traveled to Africa last year.
I did.
And you changed your eye color to gray. Now, I want to know what made you want to do that, and how does your family feel about that?
I mean, I do crazy things sometimes, and I just was
and you're
like,
so subtle about it.
I changed my iris.
I want to know what's going on in Africa. You got your eyes changed?
I was looking it up I had been like researching it for like 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
And, and at first, when I first saw it, I was like, I'm doing this. And I kind of was scared, and I just wanted to wait and see how it worked, years later. And once I started back doing the research, I seen that no one had went blind. I know a couple incidents, but those were outside of where I went. The people that I went to, I made sure that they hadn't had any kind of problems, any kind of difficult surgeries, and they had some people to reverse them, which is another reason why I was like, okay, so if I don't agree with them, if they don't work, I can take them out.
I do want some hazel. I wouldn't mind having some hazel.
Oh, but wait, it didn't stop there. Her daughter, Zonique, ended up getting the same surgery because she liked how her mother's eyes look. Only problem is her daughter's surgery didn't go as smooth. She had complications, and it didn't turn out the same. Let's go ahead and take a listen to that, too.
My eyes started bothering me. The doctor told me that you could possibly go blind.
What?
And it's not just them. I've seen multiple black YouTubers out here trying to get the same icy gray blue eye color. Yes, grown adults paying to look like something they claim to hate. I am not making this up. Let me show you one of these guys I came across. Let's go ahead and take a listen.
The last time y'all see these. Yeah, look at that. They never seen a man look like this before.
That's a good
All because of Dr. M, man. Y'all better come get yours done today.
So why am I showing you? What's my point? Because clearly Sydney Sweeney has what people are literally paying for. And guess what? She was born with it. The icy blue eye color everybody is chasing. Yeah, she has it naturally, which tells you one thing. The girl has good genes. But here's what's wild. The people that are getting these surgeries, they're not getting dragged. They don't get mocked. They don't get disinvited to the cookout. Because let's be honest, this was never about blue eyes. It was not about the features. It's about the hatred for whiteness. That is what it is deep down, and everybody knows it. I don't know why everyone is acting like we can't see this because of this deeply rooted hate that we have within ourselves. Not me, but some of you guys. have that you're not able to see something that is plain and clear. Now, when y'all Queen Beyonce did the Levi's promo, blonde wig, blue denim, light eyes, and the whole Americana aesthetic, everybody praised it. It was like high fashion, iconic, revolutionary. But when a white woman who naturally looks like that, like Sydney Sweeney, do it, and suddenly it's a crisis. Suddenly it's too white, not inclusive, and offensive. Beyonce can bleach her hair platinum, wear cowboy hats, channel white Southern style, and nobody bats an eye. No one's saying she's trying to look white. In fact, they call it a tribute. They label it as art. But when Sydney Sweeney posts a photo in jeans with blonde hair and blue eyes, and now that's a problem. It's some kind of coded white supremacy, Nazi language, okay? That's what they're saying. Give you these blues, it's in my jeans. Okay, this is what Beyonce wrote. Nobody cared. And if Sydney Sweeney had said the same thing, people would have called it a subtle flex rooted in privilege. They would have accused her of making a loaded statement. It's to the point where people like Billie Eilish, who is known to be on the left, who supported all the right causes, who cheered on Kamala Harris and played along with all the whole progressive machine, can't even say that she enjoys being around other Irish people without the internet losing its mind. Yeah, she's Irish. I am not kidding. Take a listen.
Well, as you guys know, I'm Irish, so it's cool to be here. I am not from here, obviously, but it's really cool to come somewhere and like everybody looks exactly like you, and you're all just as tasty as me. I love it. Seriously love it. It's so amazing. It makes me feel so seen, and yeah, I don't know. Also, like 1,000 of my relatives are in the crowd right now. I'm pretty sure. So relatives, thank you for coming. Thank you for having me here. I love it here. It's so beautiful, and you are all so beautiful. And I see so many familiar faces out there.
You heard that right. This is how far we've fallen as a culture. She can't even be proud about her own heritage, one that she was literally born into, that she could not control, without being accused of being exclusionary, a supremacist, or whatever other buzzwords you want to pull out the DEI handbook. And what's funny about this is that she was a Kamala supporter. She supported all the issues of the very people who are trying to shame her now.
Voting for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz is an unbelievably important way to protect our freedoms and our future. Nothing changes without your votes, so please, please, please vote.
You literally cannot make this up. The lack of logic on that side is completely amazing. The lack of self-awareness is even worse. But here's the truth. Any group can shout about their culture, their flag, their food, their ancestry, their skin color, their rituals, loud and proud, no problem. In fact, you're expected to clap for it. You're supposed to validate it. But if you're white and you say you like being around other white people, now all of a sudden it's problematic, it's dangerous, it's a red flag. Listen, you guys are not building return to the land fast enough. I'm just saying, this is my take. I think you guys should get this done quicker, expand faster, because people truly just are ungrateful and they are undeserving. Okay? I mean, you really have people who are actually on the internet crying about this. I am not exaggerating. I mean, real tears, crying because of an ad. You literally cannot make this up. Go ahead and take a listen.
Yep, that got me too. And I don't know why. Maybe because it's just so blatant. I keep thinking that people just are not gonna believe us until we're hung out there, but then even then I feel like they'll be like, oh no, kind of like they are with
I'm really gonna need her to put the victimhood juice down, okay? Like, just stop drinking it. It's not hydrating you. It is making you more delusional. Side effects include blaming everyone else, constant self-pity, and thinking every brand campaign is a personal attack. Please put it down. It is not helping. Even Doja Cat is on it. She is clowning her. Take a listen.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My jeans are blue.
Now, let's be clear. Doja Cat is like kind of one of the last people who should be commenting about anybody's good genes because unfortunately she wasn't blessed with the greatest genes. Maybe she's talented, okay, so she have some good genes in there. I don't know, but I think she's demonic, and obviously I do not like her music, but Doja Cat is the last person walking this earth that should be talking about look. Like Doja Cat is literally known for looking a mess, doing crazy things, off the wall, unhinged things, and now she want to come out for this sweet white girl because of her good genes. It is absolutely pathetic. These celebrities are morons. Like, can we please call it what it is? They do not have values, they do not have dignity, and quite frankly, they do not have souls. So I can't expect anything better from them. I'll just leave that there. I'm sorry. I want to be very clear. Everyone who has a problem with these ads, I really think you guys are losers. Okay. I think you're pathetic. And I think you have no sense of self-awareness whatsoever. Okay. You are not fighting for justice. You're not exposing the racist boogeyman. Is like this racist boogeyman. You're projecting your own insecurities onto a woman who did nothing but exist. Okay. Sydney Sweeney didn't harm you. She didn't exclude you. She didn't mock you. She just stood there in jeans with blonde hair and blue eyes. And somehow that was enough to send y'all into lunacy. I mean, she's allowed to say she has good genes. Does she not have good genes? Okay. What is wrong with Sydney Sweeney's genes? Okay. You people are so programmed by anti-white propaganda. You can't even think straight. Okay. Like seriously, like who do you think is programmed? Like, is it the people who's acting like a mob crying over an ad, or the people that are just trying to live peacefully in their own country? Some of you guys are so far gone that you don't even realize that you've become the very thing you claim to hate: judgmental, superficial, divisive, and honestly kind of racist. That is the real racist. Okay, this is not the racist boogeyman. Okay, you don't want equality, you want control, you want constant validation, and when you don't get it, you throw a tantrum like a 5-year-old. Okay, it is embarrassing. It is entitlement, and it is exactly why people are done entertaining your nonsense. If your identity is that fragile that a white girl in an ad threatens it, you don't need to protest. You need to go to therapy, and that is me saying it nicely. Okay, because this entire meltdown proves one thing: you can mock white people. You can imitate white features. You can steal white aesthetic. You can profit off of white culture. But the second a white person dares to exist without apologizing for it, y'all lose your minds. Okay? You literally cannot make this up. So if you're offended by Sydney Sweeney's ad for a brand she actually fits really good, might I add, she looked really good, you're going to have to sit with it. You're going to have to swallow it and maybe ask yourself why you're so bothered in the first place. All right, guys, as promised, we're going to get into some of you guys' super thanks. We're going to start out with Jason D. Boletto. He says that you can move into my $500,000 neighborhood anytime. Well, thank you, Jason D. I actually would not be mad if you were like, no blacks, you know. I know that this is one of them situations where it's like collateral damage, or, you know, like I got to take one for the team because of the behavior. So I wouldn't be mad if you didn't want me there. Randy says, thank you for being you. Thank you, Randy. I appreciate all of your support. I appreciate all of you guys, actually. But Randy, you are awesome. Thank you for supporting the channel. Let's see what we have. Sue Smet says, love your content. Some of it is difficult, but you are very clear and concise in what you have to say and spot on. So glad Mark Dice sent me your way. Makes me happy for the future when I see young people like you. Well, thank you so much, Sue. I appreciate Mark Dice as well for sending all of you guys that have came over here and have been supporting the channel. You guys are all so awesome, and you don't understand how much of an impact you guys have made just for me, and I've been learning so much because of you guys. Mark Slater says, thank you so much for having the balls for spreading the truth. 90% of Black women vote Democrat. You are a true unicorn. You know, I happen to think that Black women are pretty stupid. This is not me trying to be mean, but I just think they're pretty programmed, and they don't have men to guide them. So thank God that I know how to read, I guess. Let's see. Tom Mello says, thank you for your insight into very difficult topics. They help everyone grow in understanding. Thank you, Tom Mello. Your support helps me to keep doing what I'm doing, so I really appreciate that. Let's see what we have. We have Tom Reddington says, just thanks. Thank you so much, Tom Reddington. That's actually a very generous donation. I really appreciate you, Tom Reddington. Quinn Deskimo, that's cute, says, thanks. Thank you, Quinn Deskimo. CCL says, good job again, Carmen. Thank you so much. I think I have JJ. JJ says, thanks. Thank you, JJ, for always supporting the show. Rick Marsh, I think I said Rock Marsh last time. Rick Marsh says, thanks. Thank you so much, Rick. Beauty Markification says, amen. Thank you, Beauty Markification. Vorla Zalatovov, I don't know, I completely messed that up. Outstanding work, Carmen. I actually get to learn from you from time to time. For example, Edward Benes, praying for your channel to hit 1 million within the next year or so. Thank you so much. That's completely generous. I hope I hit 1 million too, but I am so grateful for all of you that I have right now. We're small, but we are growing, and you guys are completely awesome. I am Carmen Jaycee. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to support bold content like this that tells the truth without apology, make sure you drop a super thanks or click the Buy Me a Coffee link below. It helps this channel keep going strong. Thank you guys for joining me. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys next time.
Conscious culture, we awaken and we learn. Fire in our spirits, watch the system as it burns. Question every lesson, let the real truth return. We break the mold, and now it's our turn.